In this training module, you will be taken through the basics of understanding ATC, Automatic Train Control, and ACSES, Advanced Civil Speed Enforcement System. First, let's turn on enforcement of the ATC ACSES. ATC and ACSES work together to relay signal aspects and speed restrictions to the equipment in the cab. You should always follow in-cab signaling, even if you have not enabled enforcement. Now that ATC and ACSES enforcement has been enabled, penalties may be applied if speed limits are violated or if system alarms are not properly acknowledged. Now let's take a look at the in-cab equipment. All relevant information pertaining to ATC and ACSES will be displayed on the SDU, Speed Display Unit. Most of your information will be displayed in this SDU. The speed limit indicator on the SDU displays the current ATC or ACSES aspect, depending on which is illuminated. The area is currently under ACSES. Below that is a speedometer. You should always adhere to the lowest of these two speeds, even if enforcement isn't enabled. Let's get moving and see how ATC and ACSES will enforce speed limit changes. The SDU is currently showing the track speed limit, which must not be exceeded. The SDU is currently displaying a clear aspect, meaning that you are able to proceed not exceeding the maximum authorized speed. The onboard computer keeps track of the train's position and calculates a safe braking curve for upcoming ACSES speed restrictions. If a penalty brake application occurs, recover control of the train by setting the brake handle to suppression or greater and acknowledging the alarm. Once at or below the required speed, the brakes can be released. This is called a running release. The next signal is displaying a less favorable aspect than clear. When passing this point, the cab signal aspect on the SDU will change in order to conform. The ACSES onboard computer keeps track of the train's current position and calculates a safe braking curve for upcoming speed restrictions. If the braking curve is ever violated, ACSES initiates a penalty brake application.
East Orange. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
The line ahead has cleared. You do not need to acknowledge speed increases, only reductions. This station stop is East Orange. Operate to the next station. As always, pay close attention to the maximum authorized speed and cab signal on the SDU. Overspeeding may result in a penalty brake application. Always adhere to the maximum authorized speed. ACSES allows for operating up to 3 miles per hour over the maximum authorized speed. Any higher and an alarm will sound. If this occurs, you have 8 seconds to reduce your speed before a penalty brake application. If the maximum authorized speed is exceeded by 6 miles per hour or more, an immediate penalty brake application will occur. Remember, always adhere to the maximum authorized speed shown on the SDU, even if ACSES enforcement is disabled. Failure to do so may create unsafe conditions on the line. As an engineer in training, you should operate a few miles per hour below the maximum authorized speed. This will give you enough of a buffer to reliably avoid speeding penalties and react to speed reductions.
The next station stop is Newark Broad Street. When leaving the train, please watch the gap. This station stop is Newark Broad Street.
That covers the basics of the ATC and ACSES safety systems. You can always replay this training module if you need a refresher on these topics.